This is Lady Lila Brown reporting on the scene. I'm at the headquarters for the streaming company giant Netflix, where today protesters are adding a little bit more costuming, theatrics, and pizzazz. Today, they really made a scene out of everything. You will see a lot of the protesters today really wanting to get the attention of Netflix and some of their favorite shows, such as Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton series. So they're dressed up today in Regency era garb, really letting it known that these are some of our favorite shows and the writers should be paid their just due. To really let their voices be heard on the collective bargaining agreement and disputes between the writers and their companies that they're in partnership with. As you can see, there are cars, you can hear the honking in support and solidarity. So we're outside the Netflix headquarters here, where protesters are really letting their voices be heard about their dismay and the writers and these streaming giants not being able to come to some type of agreement when it comes to streaming and payouts and all the distribution services that are associated with making sure that there is fair labor agreement. So let's maybe speak to some of the protests.
My name is Dino. I am a writer for one of the top shows on Netflix that I shall not name at this moment, but we're doing very well, and we need to be paid for it. That's all.
All right, so SAG-AFTRA has joined the work stoppage.
Yes, that's very true.
So, okay, this is coming at the same time with the WGA.
Yes, I'm in both unions. I'm a writer and an actor, so I'm doubly angry that they are basically grifting two major unions whose jobs are to take care of the very people that help them make money. So it's very disturbing.
So the average person at home doesn't understand what's going on. We
Nope.
thought everything was okay.
It's not.
From the last collective bargaining agreement.
No, it wasn't.
So are you saying that the writers are not getting paid for their streaming when it comes to streaming revenue?
That is absolutely correct.
At the same time that Netflix has stopped the sharing, and then there's probably would increase revenue. We see record profits from this.
Absolutely.
So how do writers normally get paid?
Well, I mean, in the old days, you basically got paid a very nice living for what you wrote, and as many times as it aired, that's when you were paid. That's what residuals are. But with streaming, there are no real mechanisms for residual payments because nothing is ever not on. If you work on a show and you have 12 episodes, they can show all 12 episodes at once, so you don't get repaid for each episode when it airs, and it's on a constant loop. And that's just unfair to us. We do one thing. The mechanism is supposed to be designed where every time something that you've written gets played, you get a piece of it. You get a share. That's why you do it. And also because you want to put out good work. But now, no matter how many times they show it, 1 million times, 2 million times, they pay you once. Over the course of a year, it can be, most people are like, oh, writers make so much money. Comparatively speaking, yes, but it's not like it was in the old days. We got to do gig to gig to gig. You get on one show, you do 8 episodes, you make, 4,000 an episode, and you think, oh, okay, that's great. But what if you don't work anymore that year, which is quite probable in this highly competitive business. So you made $30,000, $40,000 that's supposed to support you and your family for the entire year. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's not fair.
And so a lot of people have also cited that they don't even really know the true analytics of their shows or the ratings because this is not information that's readily given.
No, they don't want it. This algorithm.
Better than what they're telling you?
It's absolutely better. I mean, I would imagine because too many people are making ridiculous amounts of money, and that's what they don't seem to understand is writers and actors, writers foremost. We don't want all the money. We just want to write, but I mean, you got to pay us. I can't write if I can't buy food.
What do you say to the outsiders that want to become a writer and they're not a part of the union and they're having issues getting in the union? The studios could undermine this whole effort and hire out.
They could, but that's a very dangerous thing to do as a young or fledgling writer who's not in the union, because the union is what gets you perks. It gets you your health insurance. It gets you your dental insurance. It makes sure that you get paid a fair wage when you get a job. So it's always, people want to work. I get it. You want to write, you want to be on this hot show, and I can go in and they're not even going to make me be in the union. but that word is going to spread. And it's quite probable it will be very difficult for you to work freely in the future behind that.
And so how do you juxtapose that with the fact that we're listening to the writers, the actors, producers who are having trouble because of lack of diversity in Hollywood.
Sure.
How do you join in solidarity with something that has normally excluded us?
Well, as a child of the South, you can try to exclude me, but my talent and my skill ability it makes me more valuable than your exclusivity. So I've worked on tons of shows where I've been the only black person in the room, and I've worked on shows where there have been only one or two white people in the room. It kind of cuts both ways, but you can't fight something unless you're involved in it. So I don't allow things to exclude me. You know, I go where I want, I say what I want, I'm going to work where I want, and I'm going to let my talent and ability be the demarcating factor in whether or not you're going to keep me around or not.
What's up, y'all? My name is Brandon Brown. I am an actor, and in the infamous words of Jay-Z, Sean Carter, "Hold us like you owe us for all the years that you hold us." Netflix, Disney, everybody, we want our money. Y'all can't replace us with AI. AI can't do what we do. Stop shorting us on the residual. I got a residual check. I was on Howard. I got a residual check for $4, and it just aired 2 years ago. Take my money.
So as you can see, overall, the protesting and picketing was very peaceful, even though the actors and the writers are extremely upset, disgruntled, and disappointed. At a time, streaming company giants such as Netflix are seeing record billion-dollar profits in revenue from streams. These record-breaking profits, unfortunately, has not trickled down to the writers nor the actors. Thank you for tuning in to LB Media Group's Melanated News You Can Use. We're going to continue to investigate the SAG-AFTRA and writer strike. Be sure you check out my YouTube and my website, lbmediagroup.com. Until next time, take care and good luck.